Alright, what's up guys? RandomComic here, and welcome to another exciting edition, great edition of Black Ops, or Blops, whatever people call it nowadays. And let me just explain the gameplay really quick, but I do want to talk about something pretty serious and something that I think everybody that loves first-person shooters should be aware of. But the gameplay you're watching is me just using the G11, pretty much, slaying, trying to get as many kills as I can, get my kill streaks going, get the Blackbird up, so my whole team can have a great time and I get my kill streaks and pretty much just rain death once I get on my kill streaks, and then we can actually elevate and get the win. So pretty much the whole time I'm holding down the B hut, and everybody knows that plays jungle, winning a domination game, controlling a TDM game, pretty much any game in general, this B hut is crucial to winning the game. And I got the G11 and motion sensor combo going. I got that to watch my flank on my back, and honestly, it only takes like 1 or 2 guys to hold down the B hut. So I usually don't like to do it, but in this game it ended up being me, and pretty much the whole gameplay. It's nothing new. You've seen this gameplay 100 times, a million times. But there's another spot on this map that I really like, and I'll tell you guys once I get there. But this is just me, going for a whole bunch of kills. This actually been in my file share for quite a while. I think everybody always puts their big high KD games into their file share, and I finally ran on, came upon it again. I was like, oh, there's that game. I'll use that. I think I only died like once in this game, so. But this is what I wanted to talk about. Dedicated servers. So, here's the whole gist of dedicated servers. So, there's all these new games that are coming out and that have already came out that have dedicated servers. And there's games like Homefront just came out. And actually, let me set it up this way. There's a few guys that have posted videos about dedicated servers, which made me aware of it. I've actually already knew about it, but now that I see a lot of people advocating it, I want to throw in my 2 cents and, gladly support this whole cause. So pretty much, Fisticuffs posted a video. I seen Gumby and I think the Beast El Presidor posted one. And I was like, alright, I better, post a video and show my support for all these guys. So, pretty much, there's all these games in there. I think, what is it, Call of Duty is going to be in their 8th generation or 7th generation of games with Modern Warfare 3. And every game that's had multiplayer has been peer-to-peer. And I'll explain what peer-to-peer is in a second, and I'll explain what dedicated servers are. So, when all these games are coming out, like Gears of War 3 is going to have dedicated servers, Battlefield 3, of course, is going to have dedicated servers. Homefront just came out. In the first generation, the first IP game that they released had dedicated servers. What is it? All these games that Gears of War 3, it's third generation, they're just releasing their game with dedicated servers. So why is it that Call of Duty in the 7th or 8th generation doesn't have dedicated servers? And pretty much, Activision and all these other, whoever's making it, Sledgehammer, Raven, Infinity Ward, whoever's making this game, they're not just going to give us dedicated servers just to be nice. We have to push them towards it. We have to make them. We have to let them know that we want dedicated servers or we're not going to buy your game. Because, honestly, most of these guys, after playing these dedicated server games like Homefront, Medal of Honor, and Battlefield, Bad Company 2, like, all these games have this crisp, fair game, and this is where I can talk to the peer-to-peer versus dedicated servers. So pretty much peer-to-peer is when, very easy to understand, when you're playing on a console like PS3 or Xbox, when you get into a game, say it's 6v6, that's 12 people. So whoever out of that 12 people have the best connection, they will have the best, they'll have an advantage, they'll have the host advantage over everybody else. And it really depends on your internet connection. Some people are like, oh, when you have hosts, it's a disadvantage. I don't really know what they're talking about. I have a pretty top-notch internet connection, and I know having hosts. Everybody knows having hosts is the advantage. It's probably more... Host has more to do with how to win a game than gun skill or anything has to do. Your aim doesn't matter. If you have hosts, everybody else is going to suffer because when you have peer-to-peer, everything that happens on your screen is happening first. So you're the one holding the game. You're the server, you're the host. everything that happens on your screen happened first, and then everything that everybody else sees may not be what's interpreted on your screen. So, not to get too confusing or anything, I'm going to try to keep this simple and, you know, easy terms so everybody can understand. But pretty much, it's a very, very, you know, discouraging to know that it's unfair when you play these games because certain people have hosts. And I know the example is, I know everybody's probably had this happen to them, like, you don't even see a guy, or you're running around a corner, you're already around the corner, and boom, you're instantly dead. And you watch a kill cam, and you didn't even see the guy. The guy that killed you, you didn't even see on your screen, you didn't hear any bullets, nothing happened on your screen, and you're just insta-dead. There's nothing you can do. That guy had host, and that's pretty much why everybody that's playing these peer-to-peer games are sick of it. They're sick of this huge advantage that people have over one another just because somebody has a better connection. And that's honestly when, you know, all this other stuff gets into terms like who's got hosts, West Coast of the USA or East Coast, because competition totally gets thrown out the water when you're playing on, you know, matters who's got hosts. And God forbid you're playing against a foreign team, because if you get a host connection in the UK, totally, you know, huge disadvantage. Nobody's going to have fun in that game. It's going to be a very, very difficult game to win. And I'm probably going to run out of gameplay because I'm talking more than I thought it was going to be. But when you play on dedicated server, so peer-to-peer, pretty much the one guy that has host and the team that has the host is going to win the game. It doesn't matter how good your gun skill is, how good, you know, you think you are, you got aimbot on, whatever. Whoever has host is going to win, I want to 99.9% of the time. So if you have host, you're going to win. And when you play on dedicated servers, the difference between dedicated servers is you have a server that is running the game, everybody connects to this one server, so nobody has a disadvantage, because peer-to-peer is just like that one guy, and whoever is in his area is going to win, hands down. If you have dedicated servers, it gives everybody an equal chance. Now there is different connections, but you can have server, you know, usually if you have a server and you're lagging, it's due to because somehow you ended up on a server that is foreign, or, you know, in the UK or whatnot. I always have reference to UK because I know being in the US and then playing on somebody in overseas, the lag and whatnot involved is just totally unbearable at times. And it's not the game's fault. It's just that the host, I don't know why, ended up in a UK server. So when you play dedicated servers, everybody has a fair advantage. I've noticed you can play Homefront on a red bar, and it doesn't seem apparent that you're on a red bar. If you play a red bar on Black Ops or any Call of Duty, you're going to be lagging around, you're going to lose gunfights, it's going to seem like it takes 9 to 10 bullets to kill some guy. And when you play on dedicated servers, everybody has a fair advantage, everybody's playing well together. You know, there's not that one guy that can go into God mode and own everybody else. I think we deserve dedicated servers. I think that if you're used to this peer-to-peer, go play a game with dedicated servers and you'll see the huge difference there is. Buy Homefront. I know there's all these games. I really feel like I don't even want to touch any other game that has peer-to-peer anymore. I know Crisis 2 doesn't have peer-to-peer. I'm going to give that game a try. But honestly, I think everybody is sick of playing these peer-to-peer games. And I actually thought of this analogy that I hope is understandable to everybody. It's kind of a loose comparison, but I still think that everybody gets the general idea of what I'm trying to say. So let's just say, instead of Call of Duty, let's say we're hosting a basketball game. And in this basketball game, let's pick a host. So I'm the host. I'm hosting this basketball game, and I'm playing on a standard 10-foot, you know, basketball hoop. And I'll put a visual aid so you guys can understand that. So I'm playing on a 10-foot basketball hoop, and let's say somebody else wants to play with me. So I have a friend come in, and he connects, and let's say every time that I shoot a basketball, it goes right into the hoop. Everything that I do is perfect, because on my part, I'm hosting it, so I will never miss my basketball. So the never missing is equivalent to hit detection. So, you know, every time I shoot, it's going to go straight into the basket. It's where I'm aiming. But let's say I have a friend coming in and he's at a disadvantage already. So let's shit on him and automatically make him play on a 20-foot basketball hoop. So he's already at a disadvantage. He's shooting into the 20-foot basketball hoop. He has to play harder than me because he's playing on the 20-foot. Everything he does is instantly harder because of the range of difficulty and because I'm on the host. And let's throw on top of that, every time that he shoots into the basketball, it's gonna miss. So he's gonna miss every time because I'm the host. What he's seeing isn't what I'm seeing. So when he's shooting, he's gonna miss every now and then. He's gonna wonder why he's missing. He's on target, but every now and then he'll make a swish. It'll go right in. But you know, it's never going to be 100% accurate. And this is what dedicated servers would do. So you say you're playing on dedicated servers, instantly everybody's playing on the 10-foot basketball hoop. Everybody is making their shots. Everything is even. Nobody's missing because somebody else has the host, you know. So there's that analogy right there. So I don't even know if that made sense. I hope that visually aids you and helps you realize how much of an advantage the host is. So, you know, there's a few people you need to talk to if you want to get dedicated servers in your game. Dr. Disrespect, community manager of Sledgehammer. I'll leave his Twitter in the description. I believe it's Guy Beam or something like that. Guy Beam, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Sorry. And the other guy is 402, who is Robert Bowling. Go to his Twitter and please ask him. Tell them we demand dedicated servers. We're not going to buy your game anymore unless you have dedicated servers and you make it a fair experience, because I think everybody's so frustrated with these peer-to-peer games and all the lag in general, and it's discouraging that Activision, the juggernaut of gaming companies, they don't really care about you. They care about the money. And if you can, push them, tell them, we're not going to buy your game. We're not going to, support this community anymore unless you have dedicated servers. And that's hand down what I believe in. So if you guys could, go to them, voice your opinion, tell them, we want this and we won't put up with anything less than that. But just thanks for watching this video. If you made this far, really, really appreciate that. And if you could, leave a like on it. Tell people more about this so they know. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.